Hello students. So this video is for class 7th. Today we are starting with the literature portion. This is your book. The name of the book is Honeycomb and we will start the first unit. The name of the first chapter is Three Questions. So let's begin. So this is your first chapter, that is Three Questions. Students, this story is about a king. Now as the name of the chapter suggests, there are certain questions. So this story revolves around a king who is having some questions in his mind and he want to search for those answers. This is the name of chapter, that is Three Questions. So let's begin with the first line. A king has three questions and he is seeking answers to them. What are the questions? Does the king get what he wants? So kind of intro you have got that a king is there, he has some three questions and he is just searching for those answers. And so let's begin the chapter. Let's see that whether the king gets the answers for these three questions. The thought came to a certain king that he would never fail if he knew three things. If he knew three things, these three things were. Now, what are these three questions, students? This is the most important line of the chapter, as the name of the chapter is what? Three questions. So, what are the three things the king was curious to know? Okay, the first thing is, what is the right time to begin something? That means to start any new task, what is the right time to start to do something new? What is the right time? So this is kind of he's curious to know, he wants to get the answer of this question. Then the second question is, which people should he listen to? So means what kind of people he should listen to, what kind of advice he should go for to do something. What is the most important thing for him to do? Now the last question is, the third and the last question is, that what is the most important thing that he should do so that he could never fail during his ruling time. The king therefore sent messengers throughout his kingdom, promising a large sum of money to anyone who would answer these three questions. So what does king do to in order to get the answer of these three questions? He sent some messengers. Messengers are the people who take messages from one place to another. So he sent some messengers to throughout the kingdom, and what he did, he put he has just kept a proper amount as a prize who would answer these three questions. Now, as there was prize on answering these three questions, a lot of members of the kingdom, a lot of people participated in this. Okay, many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions differently. So, see, when people are coming, they are having their own opinions. So, question was the same, but people were having their own opinions. So, what they did, in the reply of the first question, some said king must prepare a timetable. So first question was, what is the right time to begin? So some people just advise that you can have a proper timetable and then you can follow it, and that would be the right time to begin something. Then only in this way they said he do everything at its proper time. So for the first question, people answered that he must prepare a timetable and then follow that timetable to begin something to at a right time. You must have a proper timetable, you must have a proper schedule for doing something. Others said it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. Now this, in this paragraph, they are answering for the first question only. Okay, so some people said that you can have a timetable. Some said that there is, like others, that it is impossible to decide what in advance. How can we tell in advance that what is the right time to do something? The king should notice all that was going on, avoid foolish pleasures, and always do whatever seemed necessary. So what they said, that king should notice what is going on during the situation and then accordingly he should act. And so